Leaves are falling all around. Time I was on my way. Hey, Preservation Thursday. Got a little zep in the step. Such a pleasant stay. That means it's time to ramble on, ladies and gentlemen. Time to wrap it up. Ramble on. Time for me to go. Autumn moonlights my way. Hey. I smell the rain, and it did rain last night, ladies and gentlemen. A little chilly again this morning. Speaking of rain, hunker down, Florida. Our prayers go out to you. Hey, Brett, I hope you're okay. Oh, the Sumatra Manling is very good this morning. Foreclosurepedia.org, ladies and gentlemen. Foreclosurepedia.org. If you're going to be misplaced, you got a camper, a fifth wheel. Foreclosurepedia, they got the back 40 going on over there. They said they'll put you up for a minute. They got 39 acres you can park on. You got a fifth wheel, a camper, whatever. If you're in property preservation or you just need a hand, you're a vet. I know the guy's a vet. But they're offering a place to stay if you need a place to go to and stay to get out of to be safe. Foreclosurepedia.org. Ladies and gentlemen, foreclosurepedia.org. We got 3 R's going on. We got a watch list. I'm going to get to the watch list first, and then we're going to talk very seriously about illegal services across the country. And we know right now in 4 states, contractors are being forced to do them, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But I gotta put a big warning out. Initial Secure, they're on the watch list because they're sending the work overseas to be done. Anytime work leaves this country, ladies and gentlemen, no. Ain't supposed to happen. Initial Secure LLC. Now we got a nightmare. True Assets, Northsight and Edgemark. We know True Assets and Northsight merged. Might as well. They're the same people. Ooh, yeah. Instead of buying 2 licenses, let's just buy 1. Well, I think we can stick Edgemark in there now. Apparently, when you apply to vendor management and when you're requesting the vendor package, the same person responds. Go figure that. The same person is responding. I don't know how that works, ladies and gentlemen, but that tells me the same person's involved. Same person would be involved. And now all of a sudden we're getting coming out of Texas, company out of Texas giving us 3 R's. 3 R's, repair, rehab, and renovate. That's the new category of services they're offering. I wonder how many people without a contractor's license, because what they're asking for requires a general contractor's license, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how many people are going to hire without one. Aim your way. Be on alert. You don't have a contractor's license, I'll tell you, that can bury you long term if you get arrested. Just ask the people they're arresting without contractor's license down in Florida. They're not having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Not having a good time. And you do that in Nevada or out here in California, man, oh man, oh man. Man. They get crazy out here, ladies and gentlemen. They get crazy out here. Hey, I had a picture. I can't pull it up because I'm recording on the device. But apparently, and I'm going to post this up, all you people working with Safeguard with the back charges, you want to know how Mr. Klein affords a $75 million. I mean, the boat is massive. It's got to be $20 million. It's a huge boat. A yacht. Safeguard. Got his own yacht. Why he's cheating you out of money. Now, let's talk about a work anniversary that screwed the property preservation industry. Eric Miller, congratulations on pyramiding the industry for the last 10 years. Mr. Miller, 10 years at the helm. National Association of Mortgage Field Services, and it's gone nothing but downhill. So, nobody can tell me what's going on in the property preservation industry is not his fault. It's not directly related to his direction of that organization. Simple like that, folks. Simple like that. He will not, he refuses to come talk about the labor issue with employee and independent contractor. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but if I am overseeing an organization, that in 2010 got slapped very lightly, one of their members got beat up. Now, I want you to think about something for just a minute. This is what Eric Miller has given us. The Berghorst. Oh, Heather. Hi. Yoo-hoo. The booze checks. The booze checks, the sovereign citizens that created their own money or some crazy thing and stole yours, of course, $1 million worth. Berghorst, just as bad. Carol Boyd, beating up senior citizens, gave us Jay Kaczynski at the crap table in Vegas while he's not paying vendors. The list goes on and on and on. This is just off the top of my head. I'm baffled. I'm baffled, ladies and gentlemen. I am baffled. All of you that have been following us for a while, myself or the guy over there, as I fondly refer to him, the lunatic in the mountain, foreclosurepedia.org, of course, foreclosurepedia.org, up to the minute fraud reporting there. You know this has been an issue. What you also know is that there has been a service in the industry. Oh, and there might be a question why we're on the watch list. Before I get too far away from the watch list, is A to Z asking for illegal work to be done? I'm not sure. I don't know. Do not quote me, but I got a couple tickets come in that said, hey, I thought pre-foreclosure is illegal. I'm not sure. They're recruiting in Washington. I don't know what I have not had time. If you're in Washington, what do your laws say, folks? Send us. It's early still. It really is early. It's September 7th. It's like 5:30 in the a.m. I got a lot of work to do. I got the ZEP in the steps, so I'll get it done today. Hey, but back to, I'm not sure if this is, because I have not had time. If you're in the state of Washington, let us know. Write a comment down below. Just say hi. Say yes, no. It doesn't matter. If you need anonymity, make a name up. Make a name up. It is September 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It is Preservation Thursday. And this is disturbing. This is disturbing. A year ago, after 2 or 3 years of fighting over and over, and myself, I said no to the service back in 2011. I refused to do the service in 2011, and it's part of the HIPR, part of the HUD inspection. What is it? HUD inspection property report, or some goofy name that people did. And I know for a fact the people at BLM created this service. This was never something HUD asked for. They created the service. How do I know that? Because Brett Martin, who came out to train everybody here in Carson City, Nevada, told us. We offer more service than anybody. This is one of our services. We're going to take you out in the field so you can see how to do it. We're going to train you how to do it today. And they brought a generator that was bogus, and they had to wire everything and do it, and it was really kind of haphazard. And when I saw what was going on, and when I saw how they tried to get into the fuse box, and when I saw how, well, I just said, no way. I am not hooking a generator up like that. Oh, well, you can always plug it in the dryer vent. No, I can't, because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not quite sure how long ago. It was about 2 or 3 years ago. Montana Matt, as we call him in the industry. If you've been in the industry for any length of time, ladies and gentlemen, you know who we're talking about. That's Matt Steffen up in the Big Sky country. I hope you're not burning up. I see there's a lot of fires up there, Matt. But Matt Steffen, we put everything together. He and I met Matt. We were trying to develop the organization to help labor that would kind of give labor a voice in the industry. And of course, we had the Mutt and Jeff team of Zelikowski, Hano. Yeah, we won't say any more about that because I want to stay on point here. And there's no sense in beating a dead horse because those two are a pile of pulp by now. But BLM, they came up with this goofy service. We're going to check all the electrical sockets and the light sockets and the appliances in the house. You know what? My whole thought was, golly gee whiz. HUD is a government agency. They can call the power company and say, hey, turn it on, or we're shutting you down. Just a food for thought there, folks. Just food for thought there. If HUD really, honestly, if HUD wanted that information or absolutely needed that information, and the reality is that kind of testing is something you, the buyer, does on the home. You know you're buying a foreclosed home. You know, I mean, come on. But apparently, Innotiin, who is BLM, who I guess now is also with this Mitch Davison issue going around and the violation of constitutional rights in the contract and all kinds of crazy crap. Purdy Enterprises is in bed with them now too, I guess. They haven't. Nobody from Purdy has responded. So if we're misspeaking Purdy Enterprises, you need to clean it up and let us know what's going on, because on the surface, on paper, you guys are all the same. You're all in bed together, and guess what? You might be getting ready to have a problem delivering. Now, in Tennessee, in Alabama, Mississippi, and Illinois, I'm going to put some information. Make sure to look in the description, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be some information from Central Maine Power Company, a couple other states, some links. But a year ago, the Central Maine Power Company, I believe the guy's name was John Carroll, he echoed the sentiments of Grizzy as they call him in the industry, John Griswax. He is a professor with OSHA, and he looked at this. He looked at it and said, "Oh, I'm not even doing this. I'm not even doing this." You must. I'm going to say this, and I forgot to write it down, and it's in there. Maybe I can pull it up on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull it up on the phone. There is an electrical code that is nationwide that all 50 states comply with. All 50 states comply with. And yeah, new category of service. I am pleased to announce that we've added a new category of services for repair, rehab, renovate. If you perform these services, please log into Aim Your Way portal to amend the category of services that you currently provide. Don't forget to update your area coverage. Yes. Now, let me see if I can find this here. So back in it was a year ago. A year ago, Mr. Carnes took this off the table because it's illegal. It is an illegal act. So, in fact, a series of emails impacted the historic change in the removal of this practice. However, Innotiin Enterprises, and let's make no mistake about this, another member under the supervision of Eric Miller, demanding you go out and break the law, place your life on the line to do it. your employees, the neighbor, the guy up the street. For what? 75 bucks? Cut it out. When I talked to an electrician, they wanted 500 or 7. It went from 5 to 750 bucks was the quote for that service. 75 bucks. 75 bucks to put your life on the line? Come on, you can't be that hungry. You cannot be that hungry. I'm sorry. You can be that stupid, but ain't nobody that hungry. Nobody that hungry. Now, the National Electric Code, or NFPA 70, is adopted by all 50 states. All 50 states. All 50 states. That means, number one, I'm just going to touch on California and Nevada. You do anything over 50 watts, or 50 volts, I'm sorry, not watts. Watts is a whole different animal. 50 volts. 50 volts. I want you to think about something for just a minute. That's 4 car batteries, folks. 4 car batteries. Doesn't sound like a whole lot of juice, does it? It might give you a little zap. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. But if you're working with over 50 volts in the state of Nevada or California, you must be a licensed electrician, number one, and backfeeding, number 2, is illegal in those states. So now, and if all 50 states, ladies and gentlemen, have adopted the electrical code, it's illegal in every state. It is illegal in every state. You got a work order that instructs you to go do this, send it to us. Send it to me, send it to foreclosurepedia.org, send it to one of us, folks. A simple yes or no in the description. Let's start putting these companies that are endangering your life, endangering your employees, your ability to work. They're placing you in legal jeopardy. NAMFS ain't going to provide you an attorney. The only attorneys NAMFS provides are when we sue them. And speaking of suing, I know for a fact that there are other people now, they're starting to come out of the woodwork. I see it on the website, folks. I see people, I see the searches from lawyers. I see the searches from prosecutors. I know for a fact, it's not just California anymore, ladies and gentlemen. More and more and more people are starting to say, wait a minute, I am a business. This isn't right. We have to stop this. And they're coming out on the employee situation. So, you're not an independent contractor in this industry. You are, in fact, an employee. An employee. How you handle that is strictly up to you. But there are numerous places across the country, and I'm getting stuff from Georgia, from Florida. I'm getting stuff out of Pennsylvania. Not Montana, but Wyoming. Somebody gave me a thing from Wyoming that they've started discussions with Turney. Finkelman is on the East Coast, Duckworth on the West Coast. They're the law firms handling the class actions. And remember, in this type of a class action lawsuit, we don't have 30 million people that took a bad pill and now they're peeing out their ear, so we're all going to get 50 bucks. And the attorneys are going to get 50 million. That's not how a lawsuit of this nature works, ladies and gentlemen. In the description, there will be a detailed paragraph from one of the attorneys on what the courts will ask for. If you need help setting up a spreadsheet, contact me. I will show you how. It's very simple. You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. Sunday weekend wrap. You'll see the board behind me. I'll get the whiteboard out before I finish packing everything up, and I'll do a little diagram so you see what to do. I may have some spreadsheets archived somewhere that I might be able to get out. And right now, of course, I have no laptop, no desktop right now. Everything's being done off of mobile devices, folks. So that is the deal. About a year ago. Now, remember, BLM this time last year was going to have a training session for this in New Jersey. And New Jersey said, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. You know, by the way, New Jersey, I mean, that's a big, big union state. So anything like concrete or, I mean, especially concrete, that, you know, you remember Jimmy Hoffa. Wow, we don't know. We don't know. They never found Jimmy Hoffa in no concrete. But concrete, garbage. I mean, you got to have a license to haul garbage in Jersey. So there's absolutely no question in my mind the electrical people shut this down, but the contractors board over there shut the training session down. You don't get to go train people to do something illegal. Come on. And that is what is going on. And it's under the direction of Eric Miller. Why he collects $120-some thousand a year. He is directing illegal activities. Illegal activities. That's what he's doing. He's supervising illegal activities every day. And now he's been doing it for 10 years. What a great track record. Holy Toledo. You too might have a cup like this, Mr. Miller. You too might have a cup like that. Pretty soon. Pretty soon, because there ain't no way you can get out of this no more. You had opportunities a long time ago to straighten the mess out, and you haven't done it. And Brian Mingham, NRES, you haven't chimed in. Nobody's chiming in. What's going on with IFAST? IFAST wants everybody to join up. Tony, Jeff Marquis, somebody, you guys got to chime in. Somebody has got to take a position on this. The courts have. The courts have. So what are you doing to protect your company? And this kills me every day, ladies and gentlemen. I get people sending me screenshots and stuff from Facebook, people recruiting. I do not understand. And we're going to flip into Business 101 now. I do not understand how anybody could accept work from anyone using a Yahoo email account. I'm not banging Yahoo. I'm not banging Gmail. I'm not banging Hotmail. I'm not banging any of the email platforms. They're great. We can communicate. They're fantastic, and that's what they're for. What they are not for is to hustle and scam people. That is illegal activity. You're crossing a state line, and it's called RICO. And I cannot believe, I just saw 3 ads yesterday. Somebody looked 3 different posts. People looking for help in 4 or 5 different states. None of them have a website. None of them have a website. How do you go find these people? They're recruiting in Facebook. They're looking for help in Facebook. They're looking for help on Craigslist. We all know about the hazards of Craigslist sometimes. In this new digital electronic age that we're in, ladies and gentlemen, in this new age, a website is a business card. I'm gonna throw something at you. I want to throw something at you for just a minute. The all-knowing that's my Oakland A's pin, by the way. For $500, you can get set up on a website. You can get your things going on. It costs me, I think, $50 a year to maintain and do it. This stuff has become so simple. And some of these people recruiting have a 1-page website. No way to upload into it. No way to do anything. They just have a 1-page website. Come do the work for me so I can take a percentage and pay my monthly bill. Yeah. If you don't have a website, a website is the new business card, okay? A website is the new business card. Are there things, technical issues? Of course. Every hosting agency has a IT department that can help you out with the little stuff, and you can do the back end work yourself. Here's a question I have. I don't know how many SEO companies, people, we do SEO. We guarantee you'll be #1 on page 1 of Google. I want to ask you something. I'm going to ask somebody something right now when you bite into that, because I did, and I got stung for $1,500 when I did it. How can they guarantee to put you number one on page one of Google if there's 7 companies doing the same work in the same area and they're telling everybody the same thing? Can't do it, folks. You cannot do it. You can't do it. So be wary of that. Be wary of that, especially if those emails are coming from overseas, because they're going to want a payment. And, oh, by the way, you got to give financial information to make a payment electronically. So something to be careful of. If you do have a website, don't be stupid like NAMFS and get your site hacked because you don't have a little S after the HTTP. Get the certificate. It costs a couple bucks. It costs as a matter of fact, my hosting company provides it for free. It's part of my service fee to them every year. Like I said, it takes about $50. For $50, you might get 500, 600, maybe 1,000 business cards. And you got to hand them to somebody. You got to leave them somewhere so somebody get it. Now, don't get me wrong. Business cards are cool. You can leave them on a bulletin board. You can leave them in people's sayings. You know, you do swaps. You can throw them in a fish bowl and maybe get drawn out one week for a free lunch at one of the buffet places or something. But, I mean, everybody, a business card, don't get me wrong. The little tiny business cards like this, little business cards, they are good. But my website, 24/7, 365, guess what? Unlimited reach. Unlimited reach. Somebody wants something from me, they're on the East Coast, they can find me. There are all kinds of programs. And the SBA right now, ladies and gentlemen, is, I mean, every week in this area, there is something to do with the SBA doing website stuff, helping you with the SEOs. Learn to utilize your small business association in your community and score. Get yourself a mentor. These people, I'm telling you, I would have never been able to pay for the service and the information and the knowledge that I gained from Gary Smith. He's in private consultations now in Reno, Nevada. He SCORE is a service corps of retired executives. This guy spent about 20 hours with me of his just doing it out of his time. He volunteered to do this. It was his give back to the business community after he'd been so successful. He wanted to share his knowledge. Remember, the SBA cannot be successful if you're not successful. So they go out of their way. They develop all kinds of programs, ladies and gentlemen. There's all kinds of programs. All kinds of programs. Take a look at them. You can't stay status quo all the time. I mean, things change. Things change. You got to do it. You got to do it. About time for me to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. When the levee breaks, hey, when the levee breaks, Zepp is going to step us out here today. Before I get out of here again, in Notion, you can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's illegal. Do not jeopardize your life. Do not jeopardize your liberty. Because make no mistake about this, they told me to do it, will not wash in front of a judge. It don't wash. You can't do that. That's not a valid excuse, reason, justification, whatever. And I would probably find it very difficult for a judge when he saw what you were doing and he looked at the $75 fee for him not to laugh. That's what a joke that is. That service was taken off the table over a year ago by HUD. Took it off the table. So if you're being forced to do it, please send us the paperwork, send us a work order so we can get with HUD. I have already sent an email to HUD, to Miss Satterfeld. I have not heard back from her yet. We don't have an official opinion position on this issue. with HUD. We know Craig Carnes took it off the table, and for whatever reason now it's back on. Maybe, who knows? Because there's a switch going on there. We got a person coming in, a person going out. Hey, let me see what we can get away with. I don't know. But I know Innotiin and BLM are scandalous companies. So companies, we went to the training and we said no. That'll tell you something right there. Not only did we say no, so did Donovan Construction, so did 2 other people. I believe the only people that said yes was the little cute gal that just had a baby with Pacific Preservation, part of NRES. They were the only ones. Gosh, I can't remember that gal's name either now. But she was, maybe it was because she just had a baby, a little arrogant and stuff. But you just can't do it. It's illegal. It's against national codes. In addition to every state that we've looked at so far, it's an illegal service to perform, ladies and gentlemen. Do yourself a favor. Don't get caught in that goofy trap. Don't get caught up in you got to do it, because you don't. It's illegal. And if they're telling you to do it, please, like I said, let foreclosurepedia.org know. Let me know. We'll get the information in front of the people it needs to get in front of, and we'll get a stop to this. And who knows, maybe we can get Illinois, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi Attorney General on this to go spank them and shut Innotiin down, because that, in my humble opinion, is what needs to be happening, since Eric Miller doesn't want to stop the criminal activities of his membership. Just food for thought. Just food for thought. Just food for thought. Hey, say a prayer for Florida, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to rock and roll down there. Brett Douglas is the only guy I actually know. I believe Mike Wheatington is down there. I've never met him, but we do a lot back and forth in the social media platforms sometimes. If you're in Florida, ladies and gentlemen, please know out here on the West Coast, you're in our thoughts, you're in our prayers. Hunker down and write it out, baby, because it's going to be wild. We can see that. We can definitely see that. Business 101. You need help with the website. You get a hold of me. If I can't help you, I'll put you in touch with the right people. You got to have a website, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have a website. That's your business card. That's your business card. Even if you're doing, I mean, think about it. How many people set up something on Facebook and that kind of acts as a website? You're in the electronic means world when you do that. Now, once again, on the West Coast, and we have, just so you know, True Assets, just so you know, Northside, well, I don't know what they're going to call that, Northside True Assets, True Northside Assets, or True Edge Northside Mark Assets. Same person answering the emails, ladies and gentlemen. Same person answering the emails. On the watch list. Initial Secure LLC sending work overseas. On the watch list. Aim your way on the watch list. Going to do the 3 R's. Rehab, repair, renovate. Isn't that, I could be wrong, but that's kind of 3 words that kind of tie in and mean the same thing in this industry. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not a linguist. I'm not a Nazi grammar. I'm not some... But they all make the watch list this week, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, by the way, I think they're kind of members. IFAST, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to say it again. Nobody in the industry is discussing the employee independent contractor situation. They're burying their heads. And if they can find field asset services, if they can come in and get field asset services on 11 people for over $2+ million, you got a problem, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're that little mom and pop shop that's subbing work out to 4 or 5 states, if you think anybody's coming to your rescue, you bumped your head. You got a problem, because This is why it's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's paying into their own. You're not paying yourself. Nobody. And I see it still. Like I said, I'm going to do a special report over the weekend. I'll get the board back out. We'll do a little spreadsheet behind my head so you can understand what I'm talking about, and hopefully it'll clarify a few things for you. In the description, folks, in the description will be some information from the attorneys as far as record keeping, what you need to have, and how you need to go about doing things. It's time for me to get out of here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Foreclosurepedia.org. Up to the minute fraud reporting. Richmond, Virginia area, give that gal Kim Savage a call. Got property maintenance needs, property management needs, she'll get you squared away. She will get you squared away. You need risk assessment, check out Griffin Security Services. He's on the West Coast. And like I said, we're out here on the West Coast. We need information from companies on the West Coast. So start helping us help you and provide information. Halliday LLC at the Gmail, ladies and gentlemen. You can put Bozo for an email account. I don't care, as long as your information is solid and we can verify it. We use it. As long as your information is solid, we can verify it and use it. You can remain anonymous. We can provide anonymity. We are part of the media, so we can protect you in that sense. Unless you lie, then we got to turn it over. So don't be lying. Don't be lying. And I know there's not a lot of that going on the labor level. There's a lot of that going on up as you climb the ladder. If you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the station, folks. Hey, if you can help out, you can hit us with a donation. For all of those that have, sincerely appreciate it. And right now, I'll pass on the help if you can help the folks that need a little help down there in Florida and Houston, man. Because especially Florida, that's a mess, man. That's going to get bad. That's going to get bad. Speaking of though, man, hey, check this out, man. I got this little slide rule thing on my glass stuff. I can tell you how long it's going to take the fire to burn through any wall. Any glass wall right here. I know down there some of the tests on materials, because I've helped participate in some of the tests. Check it out. There's this one test for a silicone 790 made by Dow Corning 790. One of the tests, they shoot a 16 penny nail traveling at 160 miles an hour into this silicone that thick, because that's how thick the bead is. That you, in unrestricted construction, it's an inch wide, 3/4 of an inch thick. They bounce and it bounces off. That's a silicone. That's the type of stuff they use down in Florida. They got special glass that they use in these hotels and stuff down there. So who knows? Maybe as a glazer, maybe I might want to get my traveling shoes on and go see, huh? Speaking of traveling shoes, it is time to get out of here today. Again, if you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. If you have information on a notion, BLM, Forced and Illegal Services, get it to us so we can put it in front of the people and get this stuff stopped. If you need help with the website, we can do that too, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day, even though it's Eric Miller's 10-year anniversary at NAMFS. And now he's supervising. How's the Fraud Fest going, Mr. Miller? How's the Fraud Fest going? Somebody has to talk about the employee independent contractor situation besides me, folks. Come on. Come on. Information in the link. Be sure to check the description. Have a great day. Let's all be safe out there. Time to go. Let's have a great day. Let's all be safe out there.